Good morning, class. Today we are going to learn about solving roots and radicals exponentially. On the right hand side, take note of the product rule where you have the same base, you add the exponents. So y to the second power times y to the first power equals y to the 2 plus 1, which simplifies to y to the power of 3. So it will simplify to y to the power of 3. The next formula is square root of a times square root of b is equal to square root of ab. Then we have to know the formula of base to the power divides the root. And then root base to the power. These are some of the major formulas that are needed within problems like this. Here we will revisit the square root of 19x squared plus 7. Like in the previous video, I promised that I would show how to calculate this exponentially. So, square root of 19x squared plus 7 times the square root of 19x squared plus 7. The root index for a square root is 2. Then notice how we put parentheses around the binomial of 19x squared plus 7 and then raise it to the power of 1 to comply with the product rule. So it is in the form of square root of a times square root of b. So now we need to combine the two square roots and put it in the form of square root of ab. So here we see the root index of 2 for the square root of 19x squared plus 7, all being raised to the power of 1, times the square root of 19x squared plus 7 being raised to the power of 1. So now we join like radicals with the root index of 2 and 19x squared plus 7 to the power of 1 times 19x squared plus 7 to the power of 1. Now we can utilize product rule for the square root of 19x squared plus 7 to the power of 1 plus 1, in which simplifies to the square root of 19x squared plus 7 to the power of 2. Now we need to utilize the formula of base to the power divides the root. So it will result in 19x squared to the power, it will result in 19x squared plus 7 to the power of 2 divided by 2, in which will simplify to 19x squared plus 7 to the power of 1, in which will reduce to 19x squared plus 7. Now this explains some of the major rules that exist in algebra, algebra 2, college algebra, and within higher mathematics as well, because calculus, trigonometry, and pre-calculus and more math subjects depend on a lot of the rules taught from previous math courses. If you need online math tutoring, please text 559-744-3169 for services. Please donate on the Cash App with the $ up front, MLBFan. Again, please donate on the Cash App with the $ up front, MLBFan. Thank you so much. Let's learn math together.